It's me, Ray Pettis. Just wanted to talk about a video that I posted the other day, but I took it off of Facebook because it was kind of creepy. It was like me laying in a bed without a shirt on, and I was like, oh God, that's terrible. Anyways, the subject of the video, though, is very important. The subject of the video is this. In regards to the recent tragedies that have happened in the United States this past week, the police killings, the killing of police, terrible tragedies. What's going to happen is that you're going to start hearing the media try to piece together these narratives, these stories, trying to explain how this could happen and why it happened, because the main reason is that we don't want it to be something that connects us to it. We don't want the reason to be something that we partake in. Therefore, we not necessarily create, but we as far as blame goes, we blame these subcultures, these groups, and we say that that's the reason it happened. These people were radicalized. Like what happened at the club in Orlando, they tried really hard to connect this guy to ISIS. You know, even though he was American born, American bred, right here, product of our culture, just like you and me, you and I. So that's not something that the media wants to propagate. You know, that's not something that they want to get around, that something is wrong with our country. Nobody's ever going to want to admit that. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to make it something outside of us, a force outside, something that's foreign, something that's alien. And so you'll see them doing it right now with a black veteran of the U.S. Army, a veteran of Afghanistan. He murdered 5 cops in cold blood with like tactical precision. You know what I mean? And right now, I even heard it on an NPR story today. They're trying to piece together what could have radicalized him. And, you know, they're searching through his journals, his emails, his Facebook posts. I mean, they want to find... Oh, I'm running out of gas. But I'm home, so that's good. They want to find something that's going to make him seem like he wasn't one of us, that this could not happen to us. They don't want to blame one person, because if they blame one person and say, oh, it was just one person, this was a fluke, well, then that implicates all of us, because we're all people. And that means any one of us can flip any one of these days, and they don't want to tell you that. So they're not going to get even close to that story of, one shooter, oh yeah, it was the lone gunman. Yeah, obviously it was a lone gunman, but they want to pin something on the lone gunman that caused him to do it. Some outside force, some radicalization, something that influenced him, but without being American, without being democracy, without being capitalism. They're not going to say anything like that as a cause. So just keep an ear out, because narratives are what propel. Narratives are what guide people. We believe something, we hear a story, and if we believe it to be true, then we become a part of that story and we live our lives according to that story. That's the power of narratives. That's the power of story, and that's why media is so powerful. That's why music and movies and news and Facebook and social media outlets, very powerful, because humans are influenced that way. Young males are very impressionable. That's why ISIS recruits people. That's why KKK recruits people. That's why Black Lives Matter recruits people. But I'm not putting Black Lives Matter in the same category with ISIS or KKK. Don't take it that way, please, because Black Lives Matter is something very different. Very different. It's a movement that started with some activists online. They do not promote violence. So what you're going to hear is people trying to tell you that they are a hate group, but they're not a hate group. They do not promote hate against the white race. They are trying to bring to light, shed light on what's going on in this country and what's been going on in this country, what this country was founded upon, which is white supremacy and capitalism. Now, the white supremacy has been hidden very well because of the green supremacy. Money is king. So you got black people and brown people in high places. What's the difference between them and the rest of us? Money. Okay, so money can buy your seats of influence and your positions of power. Money is the ultimate color that is keeping everybody oppressed. There's poor white people out there. There's white people out there that have it way worse than you and us have it here. You know what I mean? We might be struggling to get by, but there's white people that have it way worse. And guess what? The greenbacks, man, they don't care what color you are, but they want to maintain their position of power. And one of the things that helps keep their position of power is to keep us distracted, keep us divided, and keep us infighting amongst ourselves. I wrote about it in that post I had the other day, the one that didn't get published. It's all in there, man. Read it again, please. This is not an indictment on police. This is not an indictment on black people or white people or brown people. This is an indictment against corruption, the system that is broken, but it's working perfectly because it's designed to do exactly what it was supposed to do, and that's siphon all the world's resources and profits to the top of the pyramid, while the rest of us are down here poor, broken, fighting, and working just to survive. Think about it. Peace.